And welcome into This Is the Place Arena on the campus of Lehigh High School for the 2022 Utah Holiday Hoopfest. Dusty Lister with you, so glad to have you along. We had a terrific game. This is the 16th and final game of the weekend here at the Holiday Hoopfest, and it features the number 2 nationally ranked Sierra Canyon Trailblazers and the number 15 ranked Lone Peak Knights. This is going to be an absolute blast. JuJu, Watkins, and Randolph and crew taking on Kailey Woolston, Shawnee Nordstrom, and Mackenly Ika. And the most well-attended game of the weekend, too. Got to give that to the girls. This is going to be a lot of fun. Number 2, number 15. And we are underway. As Bartholomew knocked that ball out, nearly out of bounds. Saved in to Randolph. In the angle to Arenas. Back rimmed. Randolph fighting for the board. It's Kailey Woolston coming away with the rebound. And here comes Mackenly Ika. Going to apologize up front. You don't see the scoreboard up. We were having a glitch, and it was messing with the stream, and more concerned if the stream is available for you cleanly than about having that clock. I'll do my very best to keep the clock updated for you. But, again, apologize for that, but want the stream to be strong. As Shawnee Nordstrom misses on the triple. JuJu Watkins comes away with the rebound. And Woolston was trailing from behind. It's Watkins able to go back and get that. Shot clock at 25. Game clock at 7:15. Great energy to get started here. JuJu Watkins goes at Tanuvasa. Terminates, gives it up. Strong take and won't go for Wang. And here comes Lone Peak. Mackenly Ika. Flat-footed three won't go. Kailey Woolston tracks that down, goes to the corner. Hits the three. Kailey Woolston, the commit to Brigham Young University and Coach Whiting. And a senior, 4-year starter for Coach Nancy Warner and the Lone Peak Knights. So back down the floor, here's Arenas. Arenas, strong take and make. And back to Mackenly Ika. Always looking for Shawnee Nordstrom, and there's a turnover. Nordstrom started to cut. Ika give it up. So here come the Trailblazers out of Sierra Canyon, led by Coach Alicia Komaki. Tracked down by JuJu Watkins. Shot clock to 20. JuJu on the drive. Got past Tanuvasa. Lays it up and in. .550 left in the first quarter. Mackenly Ika comes off the screen of Bartholomew. Into Sarah. Gets to the window and scores. Sierra Canyon wanted a traveling violation. Didn't get one. And Bartholomew kisses it off the window. And it's 5-4, Lone Peak. Randolph into Bartholomew, and she gets the hoop in the harm. It'll be Randolph going to the line. Mackenly, the junior, will go to the free throw line looking for the three-point play. Randolph, the daughter of longtime NBA star Zach Randolph. Back rims the free throw. And it's 6-5, Sierra Canyon. Kailey Ika was looking into Bartholomew. Goes back up top, Tanuvasa. Face guarding Kailey Woolston, but she gets it along the baseline. Fire it up. No. Soft touch, going to get it to drop. And here comes Sierra Canyon on the run. JuJu Watkins. Into Tanuvasa, who gets the block. Loose ball, Shawnee Nordstrom. Had it for a moment. Jump ball. Possession belongs to Lone Peak. .455 out of rolling clock, down to 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. As Shawnee Nordstrom out to Kailey Woolston. Kailey driving on Randolph. Step back Baseline J won't go. Tanuvasa with the backside board and then a foul to Watkins. And that will be the first team foul on Sierra Canyon. Ika into Nordstrom. Shawnee kiss it off the window. And Nordstrom gives Lone Peak a 7-6 advantage here early on. 4.5 left in the opening quarter. Great energy in the building tonight. Yeah, as I said earlier, the largest crowd we've had this weekend. Is we got a foul away from the ball. And the foul will be charged to Shawnee Nordstrom.
Foul number 3, Shawnee Nordstrom, her first, second team foul.
As she's bashed up with Arenas. 4:20 left, and an inbound into Randolph. Mackenly. And then another foul away from the ball, this one on Sierra Canyon. And that will go on Crystal Wang. So 4:17 left in the first quarter, 2 team fouls apiece. Possession arrow belongs to Sierra Canyon. Nordstrom to Woolston. Kailey in the lane, floated up and score it. If you haven't seen Kailey Woolston play, and imagine if you're from out of state, unless you watch the AAU circuit, such a smooth game to Kailey Woolston. Inside Arenas, blocked away by Bartholomew, and will stay here with the Trailblazers. Quickly inbound in, JuJu Watkins with Naya Tanuvasa. Watkins, just for a moment, there's some daylight there for a steal. JuJu steps back for 3, short, rebound loose, taken by Watkins, and she's fouled. It'll be 2 free throws. Lone Peak had multiple chances to clear the rebound. When unable to do so, JuJu Watkins stays with it, draws the foul, as she will go to the line for 2. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in the opening quarter.
JuJu Watkins at the line for 2.
And Watkins knocks down the first. Christy Reynoso checks in, along with number 33, Leah Edwards. Reynoso had a great game yesterday against Fremont in the state of Utah, as both free throws good for JuJu Watkins. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Out to Nordstrom. Shawnee back up top to Ika. McKaylee into the corner, Tanuvasa. Naya left along the baseline as Bartholomew, baseline J won't go. Rebound to Randolph. Now on the run, Reynoso to the corner. Arenas for 3. No, backside board to Mackenly. Randolph crawls in, +1. Kept the ball high, got fouled, and it rolls in. And Randolph looking for the 3-point play and to put the Trailblazers up 2. And she does. So 11-9 with 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. You can hand back to Woolston. Kailey to Tanuvasa. Naya with the blow by, left it short. Randolph gave it up enough defensive pressure. Tanuvasa kind of veered off and left it short off the window. Mackenly, Randolph gets in space, an offensive foul. Oh, travel. Better the travel than the foul. I didn't think it was a foul. She may have drugged that foot. But turnover. Go back to Lone Peak with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first. Again, you go back and watch any of these games from this weekend. You stay here on KSLSports.com as they upload, or you can go to our YouTube page, Rewind Sports Network on YouTube. Ika drop it into Bartholomew into the corner. Tanuvasa sent out to Nordstrom. Shawnee. And another play away from the ball. And that foul goes on Arenas. There's Zika. They're face guarding Kailey Woolston. Zika send that ball to the corner. Tanu Vasa, long range two, no. And the rebound to Watkins. JuJu by Tanu Vasa. That extends the Sierra Canyon lead to 4. Lone Peak has not trailed this year. Not very much anyway. Right now chilling by 4. That includes last night a win over Centennial at Las Vegas. As Woolston forces the issue, does draw the foul. It'll be 2 free throws for Kailey Woolston as the foul goes on Watkins. Number 2 on JuJu Watkins. It'll be Kailey Woolston at the line, one of the nation's best free throw shooters. Shot over 95% as a sophomore. Last year shot 44%, or 94%, pardon me. High 94% as she knocks down the first. So Watkins will come off the floor with the foul trouble. Shawnee Nordstrom will come off as well as Kennedy Woolston checks in. And nothing on the lane violation. It's a 2-point game. Kennedy Woolston, the younger sister of Kailey. She is a freshman here for Coach Warner. I think she's nervous enough that she doesn't have a jersey tucked in. So now to Randolph. Mackenly working on Bartholomew. Jab, step, and 3. Love the game of Mackenly Randolph. So good. As here comes Kailey Ika. Kailey, give it up to Bartholomew. She sends out Tanu Vasa. 3 on the way from Woolston. No. The board to Bartholomew. She can't get it. Tipped out. Tracks it down in a fresh 35 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Kennedy Woolston for their second 3. And she got it. 2-point game. 49 seconds left in the quarter. Mackenly Randolph at Bartholomew. Got under and scores. So good. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Woolston up top, Tanu Vasa. Shot clock at 22, game clock 2-second difference. Had Kailey Woolston. Here's Kennedy, give back to Kailey straight away for 3. But didn't get it off, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kennedy on the drive, sends out Tanu Vasa. 5, Naya for 3, back rim. Rebound, saved in by Woolston, taken by Ika. It was a shot clock violation first. The clock did not go off. You're not going to count the bucket. The official yet a whistle, so the clock stops anyway. So what they're discussing now, I imagine, is how much time is left on the clock. As one official had already blown it dead because of the shot clock violation. But Tanu Vasa's 3 hit the rim. The officials get back together. Like I said, the near side official on the baseline had it as a shot clock violation, but Naya Tanu Vasa's 3 went off the rim. So there's not a shot clock violation. So really it should be an inadvertent whistle. And Lone Peak basketball, which is what is happening. 2.5 back on the clock. And it'll be Lone Peak ball. Ika to trigger. Oh, throws it away, and it'll be Sierra Canyon ball with 2.5 seconds and a better position, a little closer to the rim here. Oh, I'll get it on the baseline. That's right. It wasn't touched. Reynoso. It'll count if it goes. And that'll do it for the first quarter. And a fun one. Sierra Canyon 18, Lone Peak 14. You are watching the 2022 Utah Holiday Hoopfest on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
Start of the second quarter, Dusty Lister with you as the Trailblazers of Sierra Canyon, the number 2 team in the nation, according to Max Preps, leads Lone Peak, the 15th ranked team in the country, 18-14. As we get started here in the second quarter, as Mackenly Randolph, wow, got some space there on Kailey Rich and lays it in. And a 6-point lead now for Sierra Canyon, their largest lead. Nordstrom sends it to the corner. Naya Tanuvasa. Up top, Kailey Rich. Back to Tanuvasa. Shawnee Nordstrom goes inside out to Rich. Back out, she traveled. Dug her foot. Turnover. They go back down the floor with Sierra Canyon. 7:25 left in the half. It's up the floor with the Trailblazers. Arenas pulls for 3. No, and the rebound to Kennedy Woolston. Hands off to Nordstrom. Shawnee up the floor to Tanuvasa. Naya back to Kennedy. She's going to drive on Watkins, give it up to older sister Kailey. Kailey will step through. No, gets her own board. Fall away, rattles in. Always gets squared up to the rim. Crystal Wang try to get that into Mackenly Randolph. As we'll inbound along the baseline. First on Kailey Rich is Sarah Bartholomew come back on for Kailey. And that is the 7th team foul on Lone Peak. So 1-1 free throws for Mackenly Randolph, who is an outstanding free throw shooter. Oh, no, clock was wrong. They did bring it back. So 5th team foul. They just got that adjusted. Oh, that happened. Just gets that in. Kailey with the steal. Woolston on the run. She's got Tanuvasa. Junction jumper. No. Rebound. Watkins lost it. And now a loose ball foul on Tanuvasa. Kailey Ika will come back on. As Naya Tanavasa will come off for their second personal foul. Let's see who draws JuJu Watkins now. As that was what Tanavasa was playing on defense. It'll be the freshman, Kennedy Woolston. Baptism by fire here against JuJu Watkins. Here's Randolph. Outside Watkins. Watkins step back. Left it a little short. Kicks out. Rebound to Bartholomew. Here comes Kailey Woolston. Wang way to pick her up. Now Nordstrom. Shawnee yet to get going here. Sends out to Kailey Woolston. Woolston will float it in the lane. Left it short. Rebound Bartholomew. Back to Ika. Kennedy Woolston. Pump the three. Drive the base. And a traveling violation. Lone Peak leaving empty possessions here. My Lands, we've had more whistles away from the ball than any game we've had tonight. And the foul to Bartholomew. It'll be 1-1 free throws now, as I thought last possession, for Mackenly Randolph. The junior. And she hits the front end, and we'll earn a second. So Randolph hits the first and the second. Back to a 6-point advantage for Sierra Canyon. Nordstrom hands to Ika. Kailey to Kennedy Woolston. Nordstrom from way outside. No. Tipped down and taken by Woolston. Kailey back up top to Kennedy. Near side, Ika. Now Nordstrom. Shawnee in the corner to Woolston to a pole. And back rims the three. Rebound to Watkins. JuJu Watkins going at Nordstrom. And not sure what the call was there, to be honest with you. They're going to get her with the off arm, and that's her third personal foul. Yeah, she's visibly upset. I don't blame her on this last one. That is frustrating stuff. Didn't see much on that one. They got a couple of head scratchers here in the first half. As Nordstrom brings up the floor to Woolston. Kailey Woolston with Crystal Wang right there. Ika. Back to Kennedy. Back to Ika. Now Nordstrom. 15 on the shot clock. 4:40 on the game clock. Kailey Woolston from way outside, way to the left. Rebound loose, but Kailey Ika. Jump ball, and it's Lone Peak basketball. So first time tonight seeing Emilia Krusvetsky come on, the freshman, number 1. Saw Krusvetsky last night. Played very well. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. Got a pull, and Woolston short, and it's a shot clock violation on Lone Peak. So down the floor we go with Arenas. Zella Arenas with Shawnee Nordstrom. Pulls up, no. And the rebound taken by Bartholomew. Here comes Ika. Mackenly, cross court, Kennedy Woolston, feeder set, and buries it. Second three of the half for Kennedy Woolston. And it's a 3-point game. Inside of 4 minutes left, down to 3 minutes and 55 seconds on a running clock in the second quarter. Up top with Randolph. Lob inside. Krusvetsky. She lost the handle. Turnover. Sierra Canyon thought that went off of Kennedy Woolston. So back down the floor. 3:35 left in the half. So Coach Kamaki's team ready to, they've been playing well. Is Nordstrom, no. And now she'll get the loose ball foul. It'll be free throws on the other end for Mackenly Randolph. And I believe that's number 2 on Shawnee Nordstrom. So Mackenly Randolph will go back to the line, as mentioned before. Free throw shooter. The second free throw she hit was pure enough, hit the back of the buckle, made the little clink sound. So Christy Reynoso will come back on for Zella Arenas. Is the free throw good for Randolph? And Randolph hits them both. So 24-19. With 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Rich goes at Kurtzvetsky, and that's stolen by Reynoso. Reynoso leaves it for Randolph. Mackenly down the lane and kisses it off the window. Timeout, Nancy Warner. The largest lead of the night for Sierra Canyon. Sierra Canyon leads by 7. You are watching the 2022 Holiday Hoopfest on the Rewind Sports Network. So out of the timeout, 3 minutes left in the half. Lone Peak basketball. Shawnee Nordstrom over to Naya Tanuvasa. Back on the floor. She picked up her second foul. She travels there. Out of sync, out of the timeout. So 2:45 on a rolling clock left in the half. Reynoso to Edwards, drop it inside to Crystal Wang. She'll back things out to Edwards. Edwards inside the arc and hits. It was the end of the second quarter last night that Leah Edwards really laid it on Fremont. Kailey Woolston pumped the 3, drive the base, left it too strong, and out of bounds off of Randolph. Is lead down 8. There we go. Preston, the intern, finally got that taken care of. So 28-19. Lob in to Bartholomew. And back to Woolston. Kailey. There's some spacing issues here. Tanuvasa with Randolph. Naya goes at Randolph. Left hand fall away, no, and the rebound taken by Mackenly Randolph. Nika came out to put some defense on her, and Mackenly, so skilled. You're not going to speed her up. Mackenly Randolph taken over in the second quarter. No JuJu Watkins because of foul trouble, no problem. It is Sierra Canyon 30, Lone Peak 19. You're watching the 2022 Holiday Hoopfest.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
.151 left in the half. Dusty Lister with you as Mackenly. Randolph has just been spectacular in the second quarter. I'm not sure what's the concern. There's something on the floor down on the baseline here to the right side. Got to give it to Coach Alicia Komaki. A gum or something got on the floor, and Coach Komaki's on there. Took off her heel and was trying to get this off. And I've never seen this really happen. So I think some gum or something got stuck on the floor. Coach Komaki deserved a round of applause there. So 1:51 left in the half as we're still a little stalled here to get the floor cleaned up. So while they continue to work on this, we'll just mute it. We'll be right back. All right, ready to go. Floor cleaned up. 1:51 left in the half. And an 11-point Sierra Canyon lead. Gonna hand it to Crystal Wang. She's done a great job on Kailey Woolston. She is just stuck right with her. Made everything difficult for number 11 of not letting her get loose. As Ika gets it out to Woolston. Kailey sends over to Ika. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ika dribbles right into Mackenly Randolph, who, to add to everything else she's done, she gets the ball back on the jump ball with 1:33 left in the second quarter. As Arenas will come back on. And only hope at one point we'll get a call Hibachi. Then for an audience of one, potentially watching this stream. Why it wouldn't be. So Arenas bring the ball up the floor. 20 seconds left in the half, or in the shot clock. 1:15 left in the half. Edwards back rims a three. Rebound to Randolph. Back up strong and in. Mackenly Randolph. I don't know, she may have twisted her ankle there. Come up a little lame there. Tanuvasa. Give it up to Kennedy Woolston. Got a couple of triples. We go inside of 50 seconds left in the half. Tanuvasa hands off to Ika. Now Woolston. Kailey hands back Mackenly. Ika for three, and she got it. A welcome sign to this ball game is Lone Peak's ability to hang in here. 32-22, 33 seconds left in the half. About a second difference in game clock and shot clock. Kosmaki wants the final shot of the half. As Azella Arenas will back things up. Game shot clock at 10. About a half second difference. 5 seconds. Arenas lets it go. Hibachi! As the clock's running down. Isella Arenas hits the shot with about a second and a half left. And we go to the break in a Sierra Canyon 34, Lone Peak 22. You're watching the 2022 Holiday Hoopfest on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back in. Start of the second half. Sierra Canyon leading by 12 over Lone Peak, 34-22. Dusty Litster with you. Hope you've enjoyed all the games this week. This is game 16, the last game of the 2022 Holiday Hoopfest. Is Naya Tanuvasa lips out the three. Lone Peak needed down. Here comes JuJu Watkins. He's playing with 3 fouls. JuJu in the key, left it short. Rebound to Bartholomew. Here comes Ika. Tanuvasa, now Nordstrom. Kailey Woolston could not get loose in that first half. Oh, Tanuvasa, he's not playing a ton of confidence. And Naya always plays with confidence as that ball goes out of bounds. I mean, just going to give you I cover high school sports here in the state of Utah. And we stream a bunch of games and we help different schools, different things. See Lone Peak girls basketball. We do every game of theirs. And so very familiar with this Lone Peak squad. I've never seen Naya Tanuvasa turn away an open three. She's just a junior. Started last year on the state championship team as well. 3 seconds. She throws that one away. And we'll go back down the floor with Sierra Canyon. So Lone Peak leaving some empty possessions. As Tanuvasa will come off and Kennedy Woolston, the freshman, will come back on. So up the floor with Sierra Canyon. Watkins. Hand off to Arenas. Hit the shot just as time expired at the half. Watkins gets inside. We have a foul on the floor on Sarah Bartholomew. So it'll be inbound along the baseline. Number 3 on Sarah. Inbound in to Randolph. Mackenly goes at Bartholomew. What a move. Mackenly Randolph. Ridiculous. And the lead now, apologize on that score not going up. So 36-22. Woolston out to Bartholomew. Hand back to Kailey. Open for 3. Short. Is Watkins in handled by Kennedy Woolston. JuJu. There they turned it over. Got it back and now fouled. Look at the series of things that happened there. Kennedy Woolston thought she had the steal. Not once but twice. And then Watkins ends up drawing the foul. It put her at the line to shoot 2. So Kailey Ika picks up her second personal foul. That's 2 team fouls on Lone Peak. Here in the quarter is Watkins, understandably cold from sitting essentially the entire second quarter. Misses the first. And got the second. 15-point advantage now. Through 7:22. Nordstrom over to Kailey Ika. Lone Peak, all sorts of discombobulated at the moment. This is the poorest they've played in a long, long time. Granted, highest level they played as well. 5:50 left in the third as Mackenly Randolph will hold up top. There is a shot clock and goes down to 12 seconds. Now 10. 8 seconds. Arenas, now 5, going for Randolph. Mackenly leans in and scores. If she puts the ball in the air, it's going in the hoop. So patient, soft touch. And she is dominating this ball game. Crystal Wang covering Kailey Woolston. Here's Shawnee Nordstrom. Arenas has done a good job on hers. There's a turnover. Come the other way. Goes into Ika. That ball out of... Oh, a foul to Ika. Number 3 on Mackenly Ika as Kaylee Rich will come on for Nancy Warner. So it's Kayla Malik at the line. We're on a different number today. She hits the first. So Malik makes it an 18-point advantage. And lips out the second. 40-22, 4:55 on a running clock in the third quarter. Kennedy Woolston will hand back to Shawnee Nordstrom. Nordstrom back to Woolston. Kailey, spin the lane, float it up, and score it. Lone Peak needs some offense, and Kailey Woolston's got to be the one to do it. It's not in her nature just to take over. It really isn't. She plays within the flow of the offense, will knock down shots, get open, make good passes. But she's going to have to turn it on, being the best player for Lone Peak. Tanuvasa came back on. Is Randolph skipped to the corner. Crystal Wang off on the three. Rebound to Watkins, stripped away by Woolston. Young freshman Kennedy Woolston with the steal. Here comes Shawnee Nordstrom. Kailey, 4-3. And maybe have a ball game. Talk about it, cover Lone Peak. Here's the deal. I just want a close game. We want close ball games when you broadcast all day long. As we're 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. We just want energy in the building and fun basketball. At close ball games with meaningful possessions. Is Malik up top. Goes high post to Randolph, gets it back. They fire that into Crystal Wang, a little too tall. And it'll go back down the floor with Lone Peak. 3:34 left in the quarter. And Lone Peak can make it a 11 or 10-point game, depending on a 2 or 3. Tanuvasa. Kennedy Woolston. Kennedy cross court. Naya Tanuvasa passes up the 3. Handle Kailey Woolston on the baseline. She'll float it. Can't get the bounce. Rebound to Watkins. JuJu on the run. Kailey Woolston gives chase. Watkins with the euro and finish. Back to a 15-point advantage for Sierra Canyon. Tanuvasa hands to Woolston. Kennedy to Kailey. Now Nordstrom. Shawnee 4-3 long. Backside board to Kailey Rich to Shawnee Nordstrom. Nordstrom goes inside out to Tanuvasa. Naya on the drive. And Watkins with the rebound. .225 left in the third. Watkins short on the 3. Rebound to Kennedy Woolston. Timeout, Nancy Warner. 2:14 left in the third. You're watching the Holiday Hoopfest on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
.214 left in the third quarter. Sierra Canyon up 42-27. Dusty Lister with you, reset things. Sierra Canyon's got 5 timeouts left. Lone Peak has 2. Possession arrow belongs to the Trailblazers as kick ball here from Wing. Set in off the handoff. Woolston down the lane. Kailey Rich can't get free. Sends out. Tanu Vasa long on the triple. Rebound tracked down by Wing. She saved it in. She said, she told Randolph, I thought you were right there. .201 left in the quarter. Sends into Tanuvasa. New shot clock as well. Naya now looking for offense. Sent to Nordstrom. Now to Kennedy Woolston. Comes off the screen from Nordstrom. Tanuvasa. Cross court. Shawnee Nordstrom pulls for 3. Off the buckle and the rebound to Arenas. 1:40 left in the third. 3 on the way. Reynoso. No. And the rebound taken by Woolston. Kennedy on the push. Maybe the second best offensive player for Lone Peak tonight, Kennedy Woolston. Corner 3, her third. One minute and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Reynoso sent out Arenas. Off the mark, rebound to Rich. Here comes Kennedy Woolston. Shawnee Nordstrom. Tanuvasa. Naya drops it in to Kailey Rich. Fall away, got it. 10-point ball game. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And now you expect this ball to be in the hands of number 4, absolutely. Saving Watkins with her 3 personal fouls for the fourth quarter. Crystal Wang goes to Arenas in the corner. Reynoso drive the base, send out. Wang in the lane, floated up, comes off. Rebound to Woolston. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 20 seconds. Tanuvasa. Give it up to Woolston. Kennedy hands off to Kailey. 10 seconds. Kailey Rich comes on for the screen. Here's Kennedy Woolston. It's out for Shawnee Nordstrom with the 3. And that is how the third quarter ends. Lone Peak with a bit of a punch to close out the third. We go to the fourth, and it's a 7-point game. Sierra Canyon 42, Lone Peak 35. You are watching the 2022 Utah Holiday Hoopfest on the KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Start of the fourth quarter. Dusty Lister with you. Final game of the 2022 Utah Holiday Hoopfest. As it is Sierra Canyon, number 2 team in the nation, with a 7-point advantage on Lone Peak. They're led by as many as 21 points. Lone Peak making a bit of a charge. This is a very good basketball team from Lone Peak, but obviously national power in Sierra Canyon. JuJu Watkins has got 3 personal fouls and has been saddled with foul trouble all night long, but it has been Mackenly Randolph who has been absolutely spectacular for the Trailblazers tonight as Arenas left alone. Back rims the three. Loose ball saved in by Ika, but out of bounds. .447 left in the fourth. And reset the shot clock. Should remember, 35-second shot clock in this game. Malik got it into Watkins. Tonivasa with the flyby. Watkins with the miss. Missed the putback as well. Tonivasa with the rebound. And now the foul. I don't know, I like this one of Malik either. But just stunned. The miss is there from Watkins. But how about the rhythm? She's out of rhythm from this game. She's not been in this game a lot. Picked up quick fouls. And missed a couple of bunnies. Kailey Woolston floated up and score it. And it is a 5-point game. 7:25 left in regulation. Malik bring the ball in the front court. Hand off to Arenas. Crystal Wing. Watkins. Working on Mackenly Ika. Watkins from the free throw line. Got it. JuJu Watkins. Kailey Woolston goes at Randolph into the corner. Mackenly Ika back rims the three. Rebound to Randolph, out of bounds, off of Randolph. 6:48 left in the quarter. Randolph thought she was fouled, but this official said no. 6 minutes, 48 seconds left. Ika to trigger in. Lompe can't get loose as now the foul to Arenas. The second team foul on Sierra Canyon. Quickly, Tonivasa wasn't looking for that ball. As Naya sends up top to Shawnee Nordstrom. Now Mackenly Ika. Ika for three. Got it! It's a 4-point game. 6.5 left in the fourth. Watkins with the answer. JuJu Watkins. .605 on a rolling clock in the fourth. Woolston back to Nordstrom. Come off the screen of Bartholomew and miss on the pass. Here comes JuJu. Can she make it hurt? Off on the three and Bartholomew with the board. Here comes Ika. Got to find 11 in this possession if you are Lone Peak. 5 minutes 40 seconds left in the fourth. Bartholomew sends back to Naya Tonivasa. Cross court to Ika. She hands off to Kailey Woolston. Woolston with Crystal Wing. Got past her. Left hand, no. Rebound loose, taken by Malik. And she hands back to Mackenly Randolph with 5:20 on a rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. Have yet to hear from number 4 here in the fourth. Here goes JuJu Watkins in the lane. Float it, crawl it, and one. A 5-point personal run here for JuJu Watkins. Ed Reynoso will come on for Malik. And Kennedy Woolston will return in place of Naya Tonivasa. Well, you need a big play. You want your best player to step up. And that is obviously JuJu Watkins, the top recruit in the nation. Knocks down the free throw. And it's back to a 10-point Sierra Canyon lead. A personal 6-0 run from Watkins. Lone Peak had it down to 4. Now back up to 10 with 5 minutes left in the fourth. Woolston crawls off. And ahead, here comes Watkins. JuJu, nice move. What a finish. JuJu Watkins put it in the spin cycle and lays it in. Shawnee Nordstrom Into Bartholomew. No. Kailey Woolston down there for the rebound. No. And the rebound to JuJu Watkins. What else can she do? Watkins sends out Crystal Wang from the free throw line off the mark. A rebound to Kennedy Woolston. 4:15 on a running clock. Kennedy hands back to Nordstrom from way downtown. Shawnee Nordstrom. And it's down to 9. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Randolph nearly stolen by Nordstrom. Saved by Reynoso. Timeout, Coach Komaki. Timeout on the floor. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left in the fourth. You're watching the 2022 Utah Holiday Hoopfest on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Three minutes, 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We got a fun one here. Sierra Canyon leading Lone Peak 52-43. Lone Peak has ridden the wave of a very loud crowd here. Lone Peak High School is just minutes away from Lehigh. About a 10-minute drive as Tanuvasa nearly got the steal on the inbound. Here's Reynoso. Shot clock to 15, down to 14. JuJu Watkins with 10. Watkins goes at Nordstrom. Pulls up, short, Nordstrom with the board. Head to Woolston. Kailey inside to Bartholomew. Kiss it off the window. And it's a 7-point game. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth. Mackenly Randolph on the drive, left it. One of the first misses I can recall from tonight from Mackenly Randolph. On the run, Kennedy Woolston over to Tanuvasa. Over to Shawnee Nordstrom. Kennedy Woolston, 4-3. The freshman has been huge. Her fourth three of the night. And it's a 4-point game with 2:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. JuJu Watkins with Tanuvasa on her. Last time the defense chant started, she hit a three. Watkins pulls for three. Bang! What a shot! And she gives the shush. As well her place to do it. Relishing the big moment. JuJu Watkins. Woolston. Now Shawnee Nordstrom working on Arenas. Come off the screen of Kailey Woolston. Shawnee down the lane to the rim. Timeout, Nancy Warner. 5-point ball game. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Is this fun or what? We'll be right back. 2 minutes left. They did put a second back on the clock. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter in a 5-point game. As JuJu Watkins will bring it to the front court. I think this crowd's going to start the defense chant again. Well, here it comes. Watkins has hit 2 threes in the middle of this chant. Clock down to 1:45. Shot clock to 20 seconds. Arenas into the corner. Reynoso. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now Watkins. JuJu with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pulls up. Off the rim. The rebound to Kennedy Woolston. 1:25 remaining in the ball game. The freshman hands off to Nordstrom. Shawnee. Now to Kailey Woolston. Floated up short. Shocked as she left it short. 1:10 on a rolling clock. Watkins. Tanuvasa comes out to give chase, and a timeout taken by Sierra Canyon. We'll just mute one more time as it's a full timeout. We'll step aside and leave the camera up. We'll be right back. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. You're watching the 2022 Holiday Hoopfest. .106 left in the fourth quarter in a 5-point ball game. Trailblazers with the lead and the ball. The possession arrow belongs to Lone Peak. Lone Peak with one. We've had some interesting stuff tonight. What was that? They're saying Tanuvasa grabbed the jersey of Watkins. So the 15th foul, the third personal foul on Naya Tanuvasa. So they put 1 second back on the clock, but they're not going to do that. So 1:05 on the clock is JuJu Watkins. Sends up top to Arenas. Into the corner, Reynoso chased off by Woolston, who fouled her. She's telling the officials, I was trying to foul her. Sixth team foul on Lone Peak. The first on Kennedy Woolston. Lob in. Oh, now the foul, Tanuvasa. And that is the fourth personal foul on Naya Tanuvasa. Puts JuJu Watkins at the line to extend the lead to 7 points. And it's 1-on-1 free throws. So 17 fouls to Lone Peak, 2 on Sierra Canyon. Again, possession arrow belongs to Lone Peak. Timeouts left. 3 for Sierra Canyon, 1 for Lone Peak. Remember, the part of why you're playing the game of the fouls here, even with the shot clock, is that Lone Peak can't stop the clock on a made bucket. The clock will not stop inside of a minute in high school basketball on a made basket. So the front end of 1-on-1 made by Watkins, and she has one more. And Watkins goes 2 for 2. So 57-50. And here comes Kailey Woolston. Kailey step back for 3. Got it. Timeout, Nancy Warner. So 57-53 with 46 and a half seconds left. Full timeout to Nancy Warner. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. You're watching the 2022 Holiday Hoopfest on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front. SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
46.6 seconds left in regulation. Sierra Canyon leading by 4. Lone Peak just spent their last timeout. They will not be able to stop the ball after made basket. Is Watkins. Draws a foul from Kailey Woolston. We'll put her back at the line. That's a first on Kailey Woolston.
Her first 18 foul.
So JuJu Watkins back at the line. That's the 8th team foul on Lone Peak. As Watkins just knocked down 2 free throws. And a chance to do it again and push the lead to 6. And hits the first. And the second is good as well. So a 6-point advantage. 59-53. 38 seconds left. Woolston leaves it back for Kennedy Woolston. Another 3 from Kennedy Woolston. The clock will continue to run in a 3-point game. 30 seconds. No need to hurry if you're Sierra Canyon. Mackenly Randolph didn't. And now it's JuJu Watkins. And now the foul to Katie Lawrence. Lone Peak thought they had the steal on the inbound. As the Woolston sisters have lit it up from the outside, and it's a 3-point game with 23.5 seconds left. But JuJu Watkins back to the line where she's made 4 straight. And it is the last 1-and-1. Calmly knocks down the first as she's hit this big shot after big shot. The big defense chance. She's hit 2 threes. Timeout, Coach Komaki. She has 16 points in the 4th quarter, with 17 coming up after the timeout. So 23.5 seconds left. Remember, 2 timeouts now left for Sierra Canyon. Lone Peak has none. So 23.5 seconds left. On a made bucket, the clock continued to run. That 5 seconds, say they made it at 15. The 5-second clock would start when they grab the ball. They give a little bit of leeway. Mathematically, this is super tough for Lone Peak now in a 2-possession ball game. Unless it's a foul on a 3, but Sierra Canyon not going to do. So Watkins will come back to make it a 5-point game. But Lone Peak would have to hit a 3. Sierra Canyon would have to be timely getting the ball, come back, either get a 5-second call, it's still the inbound, but again, wouldn't be able to stop the clock. So that made free throw from Watkins. May have just very well sealed this game for the Trailblazers. They got a scare and a half here from Lone Peak. But JuJu Watkins has been spectacular. 17 fourth-quarter points as Nayatanu Vasa will come in for Katie Lawrence. There comes Kailey Woolston. And now the foul from Wing. And again, so smart for Coach Kamaki. It's only the 3rd team foul. Make them use clock and take the foul. So 20 seconds left now. Nordstrom will trigger in. Woolston got the inbound. Stuck in the corner, and Watkins with the steal. And now the foul to Kailey Woolston, her second. And JuJu Watkins looking for points 18 and 19 of the fourth quarter. Been so good tonight. That's a great defensive play on Woolston. Could not get loose, get that shot off. And Watkins with the play. And the first is good from Watkins. Got one more. And the second, no good. And the foul from Crystal Wing. Not going to let the three get off.
Foul.
11 seconds left, and that's the fourth team foul on the Trailblazers. And Kailey Woolston will actually trigger in here. And kick ball, Crystal Wing. Quickly into Nordstrom. She pulls for three. Back rimmed. Rebound. Sierra Canyon. And the foul to Mackenly Ika. And a great charge from Lone Peak. But it's going to be number 2, Sierra Canyon with the win as Mackenly Ika fouls out of the ball game. But the winning streak for Lone Peak will come to an end. But you see how good Sierra Canyon is. You see how good JuJu Watkins is. And Mackenly Randolph, just spectacular. First free throw good for Leah Edwards. And the second good as well. Here comes Shawnee Nordstrom at the horn. And our final score is Sierra Canyon 64, Lone Peak 56. What a game. An absolute blast tonight. Sierra Canyon got up 21. Lone Peak came back to make it a 3-point game. So much fun. Great showing. Our Heidemann Associates players of the game for Sierra Canyon. I mean, there's no doubt. It's JuJu Watkins and Mackenly Randolph. For Lone Peak, it's the Woolston sisters. It is Kailey and Kennedy Woolston, who are just outstanding from deep. An absolute blast tonight. Again, our final score, Sierra Canyon 64, Lone Peak 56. As that concludes our coverage of the 2022 Utah Holiday Hoopfest from Lehigh High School. Thank you to Sierra Canyon for coming and participating, for all our out-of-state schools for participating. So much fun to have you here at Lehigh. Been an absolute blast. You can rewatch these games anytime at KSLSports.com or on our YouTube page at Rewind Sports Network, as they'll be up there and available for you. Again, for Jackson Brousseau and McKay Larson, I'm Dusty Litzner. Thanks for joining us and for watching the Rewind Sports Network's coverage of the 2022 Holiday Hoopfest on KSLSports.com.